I didn't see. I didn't know if it was good. Thought I was walking on YouTube.
You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
It's the day of love across the world, but Cupid's arrow must have missed Muncie. It's only bad blood in Game 1 of a Hoops doubleheader, pitting the Cardinals against the Falcons, migrating from Bowling Green, Ohio. The former has kissed every foe away but one, while the latter is hugging the last spot in the tournament. The visitors need to cause some chaos at Worthen, but the Redbirds are known to protect the nest. Welcome to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. I'm Dylan Budd. To my left, it's Zell Perry. And Zell, what else would you rather be doing on the morning of Valentine's Day?
Honestly, nothing. I love watching basketball. I love playing basketball. So why not call basketball on a Saturday morning on Valentine's Day, the day of love, Dylan?
You gotta love it. Starting with Bowling Green, a 5-7 conference record coming into today. If the season ended, they would hold the last spot in the MAC tournament, but with a number of games left, you certainly can't be comfortable at this point.
Yeah, they are 5-7 in conference play, but they are coming off a win streak, big win against Buffalo, 2-game win streak. They're looking pretty good, averaging 70 points per game, only allowing their opponents to get 66.1. Let's see if they can stop those Ball State Cardinals today.
It was a victory against the winless in conference play Buffalo Bulls. And then in the MAC SBC Challenge, they welcomed Coastal Carolina and defeated them at the Stroh Center in Bowling Green. The biggest X factor when you look at the identity of this team is how well they can move in transition.
Yeah, they get out on transition. They love fast breaks. They love being the first team down. They love those quick scores before the defense can really get set. Because if the defense does get set, they're going to have some trouble scoring.
The big concern for this lineup is looking at their front court. There's a bit of a height differential with their front court in comparison to Ball State. They're 3, 4, and 5. The 5'8" Paige Kohler, 6'1" Taya Ellis, and 6'1" Lauren Gherkin. But for the Cards, it's 6' even Anise Tagayi, 6'2" Bree Salenbine, and 6'5" Tessa Towers. For a team that tries to establish their paint presence, it's going to be a struggle today against Ball State.
Oh, for sure. That height difference is really going to play a factor. And if they can even establish a paint dominance today, because that is what their offense heavily relies on. They're not shooting the best from three this year. They're not the best jump shooters at all. I think Paige Kohler is only leading the team in threes with only 35% field from the three. So if they can't establish a paint dominance, it's going to get pretty ugly really quick for the Falcons today.
Now turning over to the Ball State Cardinals. They've done so well at this point in conference play. They've won 11 of their last 12, and by way have an 11-1 conference record. The one loss was to the undefeated Miami, Ohio Redhawks, but the question is, can they keep their pace all the way into Cleveland?
I honestly don't see why they can't. They are coming into today on a 5-game win streak. So I don't see any reason why they can't keep the pace. They've been playing great together all year. I assume they're going to play great together today, as they've been doing all year again. I don't see any reason why they can't have big success in the tournament.
A few days ago, they traveled to Eastern Michigan, beat the Eagles on their home court, and it clinched a MAC tournament bid. Now in these last few games, it's just a matter of seeding. When you look at this Ball State squad, we mentioned the tall front court that they have, and by way, they've been dominant down low.
Extremely dominant. Tessa Towers, the big paint dominator herself, leading the team in scoring with 364 points. She is a dominant scorer. She loves to get to the quick bucket. She's amazing in the post. She's always under the basket, getting the miss off the board. She is great. And her tag team partner down there, Anis Tagai, is great as well. She loves to get that board. She is a paint dominator herself as well. Will always chase the board and try to get the extra score.
The starting fives have come out for either team. We've got 1:20 until the national anthem and starting lineups are announced, but we'll take a gander right now. Starting with the Bowling Green Falcons, the point guard is the 5'3" redshirt senior pushing the pace all season long. It's Kaya Woods from Tiffin, Ohio. The shooting guard will be Jania Donahue, who's been swiping at balls all year long. 85 steals, is first in the MAC by 18 and 6th in the nation. At the 3 spot, it's the 5'8" Paige Kohler, a 36% field goal clip and 30 from beyond the arc. She had the first triple-double in school history earlier this year with 17, 10, and 10 against Lords. At the power forward spot, it's the 6'1" Taya Ellis. Didn't start last game, came off the bench against Buffalo, but this will be her 20th start in 23 games. And rounding out the lineup from Findlay, Ohio, is the 6'1" sophomore Lauren Gherkin. 12 points and 4 rebounds in 25 minutes against the Bulls. Only 2 games with under 10 points in this calendar year. When you look at that lineup, Zell, what sticks out more than anything else?
Those steals that Jania is just racking up this year. She is a absolute unit on the defensive end. She even said it in a quote late last year about, her defense and, getting on the court as a freshman. She was asked a question in her interview about, how is it like, how did you get on the floor and make such a huge impact as a freshman? She says if you want to make a huge impact, you want to do the little things. Diving on the floor over those loose balls, playing hard defense. If you can stop the team's best scorer, there's no reason why you shouldn't play.
As the national anthem plays in Worthen Arena, we'll get to Ball State's starting lineup in just a minute. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. Gainbridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
You're listening to Ball State Basketball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
We're just moments away from game action at Worthen Arena between the Ball State Cardinals and the Bowling Green State Falcons. Starting lineups are being announced right now. We just touched on Bowling Greens. Now let's take a look at the hometown Redbirds. It's business as usual in their 5. The point guard, the transfer from Butler, standing at 5'6". She had a career-high 18 points against Eastern Michigan the other day. It's Carson Norman. At the 2 spot, the spot-up shooter, Grace Kingery from North Ridgeville, Ohio. At the 3, It's the transfer from Gonzaga at 6'2", Bree Salenbine, coming off of 22 points against the Eagles. At the 4, it's the true freshman from France, Anis Tagayi. And rounding out the lineup with 22 points in her own name, averaging 17 in her last 3, it's the 6'5" senior from Wisconsin, Tessa Towers. Zell, when you look at this lineup, what stands out more than anything else?
You know, of course, Tessa Towers, she has had a great year compared to last year. She has been balling out, and you can only guarantee that she's going to ball out today.
When you look at this Bowling Green team, we've talked about their establishing of game pace, and the biggest thing that they do is on defense, they're picking up these guards from full court.
Yeah, when you pick up those guards from full court, it really affects the guard taking it up court. They got to do a lot more effort just to get the ball up the floor, get some tired, get some worn out. And throughout the game, if they're full court pressing a lot, the Ball State Cardinals might be in a lot of trouble.
You've got a ton of steals for both Kaya Woods and Jania Donahue as they've been pressuring these guards up the floor. But the biggest blemish for Bowling Green is in their shooting presence from beyond the arc. There is no Falcon that has an over 35% clip from three-point land, and out of their top 5 in three-point attempts, they average 29%. Unproductive and unacceptable numbers if you want to win in this conference.
Yeah, it is not good at all. Absolutely terrible, honestly. Early in the year, they shot a season-low 6% versus CMU. But against Buffalo, last time they were out, they shot a season-high 38%. If they can come in today with that energy, they might be able to pull off a win and be better seated in conference.
Both teams now in their respective huddles about to get onto the floor. Bowling Green in the visiting brown, orange numbers, orange trim. As for Ball State, jerseys haven't been revealed just yet, but it's a safe assumption they'll be in their home whites, red numbers, white trim.
Absolutely beautiful.
Gotta love the uniform matchup.
Oh, I loved it. I'm not a big fan of brown, but that Bowling Green brown and orange, it looks good together. I might have to pull out an outfit with that one day.
When it's a bit of a staple, as it is such for Bowling Green, it's the only time it's really acceptable, but generally, brown and orange, not a great combo in any regard, but with the Falcons, they've done it for long enough, right?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It will be the white for Ball State. Gray numbers, red trim, Anis Tagayi, toe-to-toe with Taya Ellis.
Seems as if they're still having a little bit of conversation. As the cheerleaders get out to the court, we are getting ready now for game time action as we get ready for tip-off.
Seconds away from the 2 seed against the 8. Ball State, Bowling Green, ball is up, and the Cards win. Salenbine gets the first touch, and we're underway in Muncie for a Valentine's Day doubleheader. Carson Norman gets it to Grace Kingery from beyond the arc straight away, and it's stripped from Donahue. Already a steal for her.
Yeah, as we talked about, Lauren Gherkin with the 3, 22, looks good.
A quick pace for Bowling Green. Lauren Gherkin, first shot lands, and the Falcons lead 3-0. Salenbine gets it to Norman on the left wing. Cards work from left to right, Bowling Green right to left. Mid-range pull-up for Tessa Towers is good. She's worked on that shot all off season, and it's cashed in time and time again.
Every time.
Now it's Kaya Woods, the point guard, captaining the offense. Swing to Gherkin, contested by Salenbine. Dribble handoff to Kaya Woods. She tries it from mid-range, collected by Carson Norman.
It looked good, honestly. I thought it was a swish.
Salenbine gets by Gherkin. The layup on Ellis is good with a little bit of contact.
And she has been finishing strong like that all year. No surprise there, Dylan.
Woods calls for a Donahue screen. Instead, it's a swing to Gherkin on the far corner. Woods back up top, working on Carson Norman. Wanted a dribble handoff. Instead, it's Ellis. Ellis back to Kaya Woods, now on the left wing. Norman still sticking with her. Salenbine on Gherkin. The ladder gets by, throws it up. Salenbine corrals. Ball State maintains. Anis Tagayi has it from the left wing. Gets it to Salenbine, who swings it to Carson Norman on the right wing. Back up top to Salenbine. Wanted to get it to Tagayi, but swatted away from Gherkin. Tagayi with the head of steam. Bumps right into Donahue, and a whistle's called.
Looks like she was moving too fast as the ref called travel on that play on Anis Tagayi.
Suitcase in her hand, and the Falcons have possession. 8 minutes left in the first. It's 4-3 Ball State leads. Kaya Woods at 5'3", working on the 5'6" Carson Norman.
Now, surprisingly enough, this Ball State defense came out in man, which usually you wouldn't want to do against a prolifically bad three-point shooting team like Bowling Green.
Donahue's layup is good. It's now 4-5. Bowling Green reclaims an early lead. Salenbine overhead. Kingery, first three-pointer is good.
And she was wide open. If the Bowling Green Falcons plan on getting a win today, they cannot allow that to happen multiple times. If she gets hot, it'll be game over quick.
Tray ball from Kingery lands. Shot in the foul for Jania Donahue.
She is coming out hot today. You know, started off that first possession with a steal, and now she's rolling good with 4 points.
And already a substitution for Ball State. Zen Verboot will check in for Anis Tagayi, our impact player.
Zen has been great coming off the bench for these Cardinals this year. Is a good energy setter and a great six-man.
Verboot, 5.6 rebounds, 2 assists against Eastern Michigan, but in the game before against Troy, had the game-icing shot. Now it's a long pass from Carson Norman to Zen Verboot. Errant went from one side to the other. Little too high on a full-court pass. Bowling Green. No, check that. It was touched by a Falcon on the way, too. Ball State gets possession. Now Tessa Towers works on Taya Ellis. Left-handed lay is good. Cards go 9-7.
Went to work immediately. When you have a mismatch like that against Tessa Towers, that's all you can ask for.
Oh, fast pace for Kaya Woods. Immediately responding. It's 9-9 as we cross 7 minutes in the first. Carson Norman dishes to Kingery on the roll. Tipped by Donahue, but out of play. She wanted yet another steal. All 3 of the last Bowling Green field goals have been made. Ball State to inbound. It's Norman to get it to Verboot. She loses possession, and Donahue is there to corral. It's a jump ball heading Bowling Green's way.
That's 2 steals already in this first quarter. It's not looking so well for the Cardinals as they can't really find a rhythm on offense. And that also puts Donahue, I think, 5th all-time or 4th all-time in steals in single-season Bowling Green State records.
That's correct. And Donahue, just a sophomore. The 3 is good from Paige Kohler. First time she touches the ball and makes the most of it. Falcons get to double figures. It's 9-12. Now Carson Norman tries for a floater. Pinballs around and out. Ellis tried to get it to Donahue. Goes off the ladder's back, but Kaya Woods is there to pick it up. Now Donahue gifts it to Woods up top. Salenbine, Simon says jump on Gherkin. She blows by, and now it's Taya Ellis. The bump on Tessa Towers, and the spot up is good.
That was a strong finish by Taya Ellis, and also a great look by Gherkin.
9-14, Bowling Green leads. A drive from Verboot, stripped away from Donahue.
And that is 3 in this first quarter.
Big layup for Kaya Woods, blocked by Salenbine. Cardinals moving with purpose. Norman on Donahue. Mid-range jumper is good. It's 14-11. Bowling Green still leads, but it's a one-possession game with 5.5.
And that jump shot was beautiful. You know, Carson was looking for somebody down the court, but when you don't have anybody, just do it yourself.
Flare screen for Gherkin, but it'll go to Kohler on the right wing. Kingery sticks with her. Salenbine loses Gherkin. Straight away, 3 is good.
And these Falcons are shooting great today. We mentioned this earlier. If they can come out and get on a rhythm with their shooting, they might be able to pull off this win.
Bowling Green 3 for 3 from beyond. Grace Kingery tries to respond, but short. Now Bowling Green has it again. They slow down the tempo. It's 17-11. Falcon advantage. We've crossed the 5-minute mark in the first quarter.
And so far, the Falcons are leading by 6 with 5 minutes left to go.
The Falcons want carnage. 2 screens for Donahue. Woods, step back 3. Long bounce collected by Towers. Could have been bad, but the Falcons now outnumbered. Norman, Verboot. Travel is called. It was an air ball for Verboot anyway. And we head to a media timeout. With 4.5 minutes in the first quarter to go, Bowling Green stuns the Cardinals early. It's 17-11. We're going to step aside for just a minute. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive car dock maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
11-17 at Worthen Arena. The visiting Bowling Green State Falcons lead, and Worthen becomes unglued with a t-shirt toss. You gotta love some fan engagement on an early Saturday Valentine's Day morning.
You know, I would like a shirt too. I wish I could throw one up here.
You can try. Just gotta jump up and down, wave your arms like a madman. Unsuccessful. The cheerleaders return to their respective sidelines. We're going to be back underway in just a second. We talked about the 3-point importance for Bowling Green, and out of their 4 shots today, 3 of them have cashed.
Yeah, that is, that's great, as they have not been a great 3-point shooting team at all this year. But coming out making 3 for 4, it's looking like there's upside. They may have been practicing that all week.
They are the penultimate team in field goal percentage during conference play, but at this point, 64% after just a few minutes. 7 for 11 from the field. As for Ball State, 5 for 7, a more productive number, but less shots and by way less points.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't look terrible for the Cardinals, but it also doesn't look too good. They usually get off to a faster start, but these Bowling Green Falcons look like they're trying to leave with a win.
With Ball State, one of the things that Coach Salih takes so much pride in is taking care of the basketball. Against Eastern Michigan, in only 7 turnovers in the entirety of the game. After just 5 minutes, Cards already have 4.
Yeah, it is not looking too great for our Cards right now.
The buzzer sounds. Alba Caballero checks in for Tessa Towers. The first time we've seen the Spanish Caballero today. In her 15 minutes against Eastern Michigan, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Cardinals move into a 2-3 zone. Kaya Woods plays patty cake with Paige Kohler.
And they're bringing out that 2-3 zone pretty high. Not usual 2-3.
Slashing through is Paige Kohler. Ellis almost got a board. And now the Cardinals get to work. Through ball tried to get to Caballero. Instead, it's picked up by Salenbine. The drive, delay, and the foul.
And how she was able to pick that up and just get straight into the bucket, I don't know. That does take some skill and some balance.
Scored off the bump from Taya Ellis. And now Salenbine has a chance for a 3-point play.
Maybe Taya Ellis should have bumped her a little harder.
17-13. Now 17-14 after a friendly Cardinal bounce on the Salenbine free throw. She's got 5 of the Cards' 14, and it's a 1-possession game.
And the Cards come out in a press, which we haven't seen a lot of this year. It seems as if they're going into a press and then backing into the 2-3 once they get into the half court.
Gherkin works it to Woods. Zen Verboot is there to guard.
Kaya thought about the three, but she didn't. Paige does, though, and she misses. But Taya gets the rebound, misses again. Donahue gets the rebound, goes back up, blocked by Alba.
Rejection from Caballero, but it remains Bowling Green's possession. The changes of pace means discombobulation from either end. Donahue to inbound to Kohler, working on Kingery. Now it's out to Woods. Carson Norman at the hip.
Now Ball State has switched back to man after the inbound.
A legal screen from Kaya Woods, and Ball State corrals.
Didn't really mean much. Paige missed the three anyway, so Kaya Woods pressing Carson full court now. Does this often.
Bree Salenbine tries to take it herself, and Donahue is there to recover. No Cardinal could crash the boards, and Donahue now swings it to Woods. It's to Gherkin. Through ball to Paige Kohler on a backside cut. Swung out to Donahue. Off the back iron, and Zen Verboot gets the board. Cards moving with purpose now. Norman through to Salenbine. The jump, the stop is good, and the foul.
And that was an amazing pass by Carson. Just put it right on the spot where only Salenbine can get it and get the easy score for the and one again. Back-to-back possessions.
Lauren Gherkin was called for the hack, and Layla Harrison will check in. As for the Cards, Gigi Guarini comes in for Carson Norman, and Zuri Ransom will replace Grace Kingery.
We haven't seen Zuri Ransom a lot this year.
It'll be Salenbine to shoot the and one. Tagai waiting in the wings, likely for Salenbine, but Ransom, 20 appearances this year, 12.5 minutes per game in those stints. Salenbine makes the shot.
And as you assume, Anise did come in for Salenbine.
17-17. Cards again, a full court pressure. It's a tie game. Kaya Woods now moves with speed. Donahue on the corner on Caballero and Tagai. Guarini comes in for a three-person trap.
Donahue tried to split through the D, which I don't really see why. She just could have made the easy pass, but Bowling Green Falcons get the ball anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference, I suppose.
And in comes Bree Salenbine again. Boy, that was quick.
Guess she just needed a quick sip.
Woods inbounds to Donahue. Now back to Woods, right up top. Paige Kohler, the dribble, the mid-range, picked up by Verboot. Donahue was able to poke it out, but it goes out of play. That's why she gets so many steals, because as soon as you don't look at her, she can nab one through.
And Kaya Woods is the same exact way.
Woods with 33 steals. Donahue already a handful today. She's got 2, tallying her total to 87 on the year. Another swat out of play. Donahue effectively now the small forward as Harrison and Woods pressured Guarini up court. Salenbine sets a little screen. Guarini will try and take it herself. A kiss off the backboard is short. Now Kaya Woods, 3-on-3. This is the pace we've talked about. Kohler the 3, but a travel is called.
Yeah, you could see that travel from a mile away. She should have brought her bags with her, honestly.
And in is Kiera Miller for Kaya Woods.
Now, earlier in the year, Kiera Miller was starting, lost the starting job to Kaya Woods only after 5 games.
Guarini will bring it up the floor. Bowling Green has some speed, so does Guarini. Real slasher at the point guard spot. Tipped by a Falcon, Ball State will retain possession and inbound from the far right wing. Still 17-17. We've got 2 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first. Zen Verboot will get it to Salenbine. Now it's the swing. Cards go around the horn and into Caballero. It's a fight for the ball, but Gherkin wins. It's Donahue now bringing it up on Guarini. The Italian Guarini backpedals. Almost a shot from Layla Harrison working on Salenbine. The latter rejects. Trapped from 2. Miller to Donahue on Verboot. Offensive rebound, Layla Harrison, and Bowling Green gets the lead again.
Layla Harris got 2 rebounds on that offensive possession, really helping the Bowling Green Falcons get a score in after they've been scoreless for about almost 2 to 3 minutes.
The second unit on the floor for Ball State, excluding Salenbine, and it's starting to show. A turnover from Ransom, past everybody's Harrison, but she can't make the open shot. Donahue gets a steal, one-on-one with Verboot. Verboot stays straight up and gets the board.
Yeah, on plays like those, Donahue has to finish, especially she's getting that steal one-on-one.
Quick 3 from Verboot goes long. Salenbine hits the deck on the rebound. Bowling Green pushing the pace, even though it's a 2-on-4. Kohler resets, allows some of her teammates to get back, and Donahue takes it right up top. Coach Schmiel taps his head, likely saying to pad it out. We're under a minute now in the first.
Donahue looks to the refs because she seems to think that she's been getting fouled every time she drives to the bucket. And honestly, the refs don't seem to think so.
Tessa Towers will check in, as will Kendall Moxie. Didn't record a stat in her 2 minutes of time against Buffalo just a few days ago. One more substitution now, and in comes Layla Harrison again. Subbed out for a whole 15 seconds. The inbound now for Bowling Green goes to Taya Ellis. Instead, it's Kiera Miller. And a double dribble is called. Salenbine inbounds to Norman, but Kiera Miller glued to her hip.
Kiera Miller following in Wood's footsteps, picking up Carson Norman from full court. Illegal screen by Bree Salenbine. Falcons get the ball right back.
Looked like Salenbine had her feet set. No sign of protest from her, but Coach Sally not a fan of the decision. In is Jasmine Fern. She started in the Buffalo game, but in her 24 minutes, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. The Falcons lead 19-17.
Now the question here is, Dylan, do the Falcons hold the ball until they can just put up a last-second shot? Or, I spoke too soon, travel.
Janaea Bland-Fitzpatrick with the walk. Towers almost had a foul. She's lucky she wasn't tallied with one there. Layla Harrison comes in for Jasmine Fern.
Now the Falcons are in a full court press as there is only 17 seconds left on the clock as Carson Norman brings the ball up for the Cardinals.
Under 15 seconds, do the Cardinals have an action? Norman working on Miller. Salenbine dribble handoff to Ransom. Swings it to Norman. Screen from Tessa Towers. Spot up 3 is no good. Illegal screen anyway on Tessa Towers.
That is a lot of illegal screens in just the first quarter. The Cardinals are looking a little bit sloppy coming into today's game.
And Fern checks back in for the 2.8 seconds left in the first. The inbound will go to Fern. No shot goes up. Well, one from half court, but clanks off the backboard. And the first quarter is closed. Bowling Green leads the way 19-17. We're going to step aside for just a minute. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Ooh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
You're listening to Ball State Basketball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
After one quarter of play, Bowling Green leads the two-seeded Ball State Cardinals by one possession. 19-17 in Game 1 of a doubleheader on Valentine's Day between Ball State hoops. At 2 p.m., it'll be the men's squad against Kent State. The Falcons just one field goal made in their last 12, but Ball State hasn't really been able to come back. 4 turnovers in their last 3 minutes.
And the Bowling Green Cardinals, the Bowling Green Falcons are creating a lot of turnovers and also creating a lot of problems for these Cardinals. 10 points off turnovers so far in this matchup.
Ball State 8 turnovers in 1 quarter, after only 7 in 4 quarters against the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
That turnover number really does matter. I remember my playing days. You know, the
back in your prime?
Back in my prime, yeah. Back in my prime, those turnovers really make a difference. And if you're getting up a lot of them, you know, it's going to show up whether they win or lose.
What level did you play? AAU? High school?
AAU, high school, a little bit of college.
There you go. We're back in action. Ball State gets the first possession. On the floor, Carson Norman, Zenver Boot, Zuri Ransom, Bree Salenbine, and Tessa Towers. Almost another turnover after a swat from Donahue. Instead, Salenbine has it at the Cardinal beak. Gifts it to Verboot on the left wing. Tessa Towers from beyond the arc cedes to Salenbine. 1 second left, unable to get a shot off.
Shot clock violation by the Cardinals. Bowling Green playing some very sound defense, making the right switches off screens, good help side. They're playing very sound defense today.
Not able to fire a shot in the first possession of the second quarter. And the Falcons stunning Ball State right now. Kohler tries to blow by Norman. Instead, it's Donahue on the right wing, working on Zenver Boot. The shot is no good for Emily Cecil in her first minutes. Verboot gets a swat from Ellis, gifts it to Carson Norman. Cards trying to establish pace to Verboot. Straight away, she doesn't want it. Instead, it's Tessa Towers. Working on 2, left-handed lay is no good. A swat from Ransom goes right into Emily Cecil. Kohler on Verboot. Betwixt the wickets, instead it's Cecil. Gifts it to Donahue and listens to Coach Fred Schmeel's instructions. Grace Kingery now waits in the wings. Donahue on Ransom. A stunt and recovery from Zenver Boot. Taya Ellis right at the free throw line on Towers, who rejects the shot, and instead it's Salenbine. Cards move with purpose. Salenbine on Gherkin to Ransom. Wanted the 3, instead it's Norman up top. We go around the horn to Verboot. Tessa Towers dominates through 2, and we're back to a 19-19 ball game.
Fumbled it a little bit, but that double team is just too weak for the strong Tessa Towers.
Lauren Gherkin, a forward on a guard. Carson Norman is there. Now it's a guard switch, 3-on-3, Donahue on Norman. Pick and roll for Ellis. Instead, in the corner, Emily Cecil, air ball.
Yeah, that was a long shot.
Ellis drives from the baseline, shot clock runs out. Salenbine now establishing the pace. Atlantic to Pacific is good. Bree Salenbine in double figures, 10 of the Cardinals' 21.
Strong left-hand finish from Salenbine. And a block on the other end. The Falcons didn't even stand a chance.
Kohler tries for the lay, it's Salenbine rejects. Norman blows it by Cecil. Spot up runner is good, 23-19.
Salenbine is really doing it all today on the offensive and defensive end. She is setting the edge and setting the tone for Ball State today.
A coast-to-coast layup, then a block on the other end, and an assist to Carson Norman. Falcons get to the front court and then call timeout. Gonna need a chance to talk it over, and now Ball State has their largest lead of the game, 23-19, with 7 minutes left in the half. And it all comes from Bree Salenbine. 4 for 5 on the day, 2 for 2 on her field goal trips, 4 boards, 1 assist, 2 blocks. The only player on either end in double figures.
In only 13 minutes as well. Also 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Free throws over a game will definitely matter. And it seems as this game is very close, so I think those free throws will pay off.
And in a game as crazy as this one, it's the mundane, such as free throws, that could win it for either end.
Free throws and turnovers, that'll be the deciding factor for today.
Bowling Green's got 1 of them so far. Ball State as a team, 9 turnovers in the early goings. For Bowling Green, it's 4.
And Donahue is responsible for 3 of 9 Ball State turnovers. Just an absolute defensive edge setter. She is great on the defensive end. I wonder how she trains her quick hands.
I wouldn't be shocked if we see Kaya Woods check back in for the rest of the half. 2 pests in the backcourt, Donahue and Woods.
If I were to compare them to a pest, I'd probably say roaches because you just cannot get rid of them.
Fans, at this time, please help us in wishing our most supportive Cardinal a very special happy birthday. Shout out and happy birthday to Mike McDaniel.
As we hear from the public address, we're wishing a happy birthday to Mike McDaniel, a ball presented by President Mearns, Athletic Director Jeff Mitchell, and of course, the great Charlie Cardinal.
Love Charlie Cardinal. You can always catch him roaming around the stadium, interacting with fans. It's honestly just so wholesome, especially when the kids run up to him.
Happy birthday to Mike McDaniel. On the day of love, Ball State shows it to a worthy fan. 23-19, 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Falcons return to the floor. Ball State still chatting it over.
That seems to be a continuous pattern. Bowling Green has been out to the floor very quickly, almost like they're prepared, more prepared than our Ball State Cardinals. And it kind of shows, as we've been saying all day, with the turnover numbers, with the lack of defensive intensity from the Cardinals today.
And as anticipated, Kaya Woods checks back in. On the floor, it's Woods, Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick, Paige Kohler, Jania Donahue, and Taya Ellis. Donahue, give and go to Kohler. Back to Donahue. Working through the Cardinal zone. Looks like a 2-1-2. Now it's Salenbine and Towers on Taya Ellis. Salenbine got a paw on it. Now it's pressure from the corner. She's swarmed and Carson Norman intercepts. She works on Kaya Woods. Salenbine in the paint. She hits the deck, as does Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick. Check that Paige Kohler, and Salenbine goes to the line again. Fern checks back in.
That steal by Carson Norman almost reminded me of an NFL DB, the way she just broke off into the ball. It almost seems as if she anticipated the next pass from Donahue, which takes a lot of basketball IQ and a lot of film watching.
So Kohler comes out with 2 fouls. Salenbine, this is her 3rd trip to the line. 81% from the stripe, 86 for 106. And as I say that, she misses. The announcer jinx strikes again. It's Donahue working on Carson Norman. The stunt and the foul.
Finally gets the foul that she's been wanting all day as she's been driving to the basket. I don't think she's taken a single jump shot.
Don't believe so. No jump shot, but 2 for 6 from the field.
Not bad.
Has a chance to get back to 50%. Donahue, 74% on the year, 79 for 106 coming into today. The first make, it's 24-20. Cardinal advantage with 6.5 to go in the half. Donahue makes the second. A native of Fort Wayne, Indiana, just an hour and a half north. Carson Norman tries to swerve by Woods, and there's Tessa Towers to make a wall, but the pick and roll intercepted by Donahue.
And she gives it right back to the Cardinals.
What is going on? Simon says jump. Carson Norman with the blow-by. Layup is good.
That was an amazing pump fake. Donahue just jumped right off her feet. Didn't even think about it.
Amidst the craziness, easy to make mistakes. Woods has a screen, doesn't take it. Similar to Donahue, she now drives on Verboot. Straight up, but a foul is called.
Looks like the refs had a change of heart. They're calling a lot more fouls for the Falcons this quarter.
Carson Norman will return to the bench for Gigi Guarini, and Donahue back to the line. After the last trip, she's now 2 for 3 on the day. Coach Salih has a word with the head official.
He does not look too happy.
We're pretty far away from the hardwood here in the Eagle Eye of Worthen Arena, but we can still hear Coach Salih's disdain for the decision. The second shot from Donahue after the made first. She drills the second. Kiera Miller now subbing in for Kaya Woods.
As Donahue made that second free throw, that puts only the Cardinals up by 3.
Cardinals have made all of their last 4 field goals, but can't be comfortable in a 1-possession game. Guarini tries to get it to Salenbine. It's a scramble for the ball, and they call it a jump. It'll go Bowling Green's way.
I don't think the Cardinals got a good night's sleep because they are just very lacking today everywhere, offensively, defensively. They're just not looking their best.
Hey, the last time they had a doubleheader, they faced the Miami Redhawks and lost by 20. It was an early game such as this one. We're well into game action, and it's just 11:38 a.m. Eastern time, of course. Offensive rebound from Taya Ellis. Now Guarini intercepts. 3-on-2. Kingery works. Step back 3. No. Tessa Towers. Offensive rebound on 4 Falcons, but a jump is called. It'll be Ball State's way. What effort from Tessa Towers. She had 8 limbs around her and still muscled for the prize.
Like we mentioned earlier, she is a dominator when it comes to being down low.
2 Falcons racing into the game. It'll be Moxie as well as Layla Harrison. No substitutions in response for Ball State. 26-23. Just a touch over 5 minutes left. To inbound will be Guarini. To Kingery in the corner. She's trapped but gets it to Salenbine. Salenbine, Verboot, right wing 3, no. Picked up by Jania Bland Fitzpatrick. And now Harrison brings it up on Guarini. Donahue takes it to the Cardinal head and resets.
Makes the handoff.
A stunt and a give to Miller. Miller back to Donahue on Verboot. She tries for a 3, won't land. No one can get to it. Tessa Towers boxes out. And the boundary wins the exchange. Smart play from the enforcing center Towers. Guarini pushes off of Miller, who hits the deck. No foul called.
Which is actually really surprising because I think I seen Guarini's forearm struck out.
Salenbine gifts it to Towers down low. It's a scramble. Salenbine had a screen on Miller. Within 10 seconds, Kiera Miller found the floor twice.
Talks to the ref, sees what she can do differently, why they aren't calling that foul.
Coach Salih now outside of the coach's box to chat with some of his players. Yes, they have the lead, but looks like he's protesting to the official that he tried to call a timeout during the scramble for a ball before it was considered a jump. So 26-23, clock is ticking with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. Kiera Miller gets it to Gherkin. Around the horn goes Bowling Green. The skip to Miller, intercepted by Salenbine. Quarterback pass to Kingery. She recedes to the corner before seating to Verboot. Straightaway three from Salenbine. She gets the three-piece with the soda.
And she shot that with confidence. Didn't have a false narrative that it wasn't going to go through.
The trifecta from Salenbine puts her at 14. Just under half of the Cardinals' 29 team points. Dribble handoff to Donahue. Just inside the arc, now it's Miller on Guarini. Back to Donahue. Swings to Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick. On two, it's Gherkin, and a travel is called. Salenbine and Caballero. Wingspan denial.
And the Cards are really putting the pressure on the Falcons right now. They're trapping every pass into the short corner, the corner, and possibly the wings if they can.
Using the sideline and baseline to be an extra defender. Guarini to Kingery. She tries for three. Splash!
Per usual.
32-23, and suddenly this game got a whole lot hairier for Bowling Green. Donahue picking up the ball, no dribble. Listening to Coach Schmiel. Zen Verboot stands eye to eye. Verboot gets the steal. Guarini now brings it up the floor. The Cardinals control the pace. Looking for an outlet, it's Grace Kingery. Kingery to Caballero, dribble handoff. Kingery has it again, right wing, does she get another three? Too short. Scramble mode now for either end, and Donahue will bring it up. A slow reset, and it's Kiera Miller up top on the Cardinal head. Timeout is called by Coach Schmiel, who blows his lid against this official. He wanted it much earlier, and now he pleads his case.
Can hear him all the way from up here. He was really wanting that timeout, and he's upset that it wasn't called sooner. He doesn't seem too happy with his players either, as he goes into the huddle yelling with a fist. I don't know what he's saying, but I wouldn't want to be in that huddle.
It's a scoring drought for Bowling Green in the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. In that span, 4 turnovers. Ball State, 2 threes in the last minute and a half.
Really changing the narrative with those turnovers. Haven't had a lot of turnovers since they came back out, and are scoring a lot more off the turnovers that they're creating from Bowling Green. Cardinals with 12 turnovers, Bowling Green with 10.
Ball State flipping this game on its head. On the floor for the Cardinals as they return from the bench. Grace Kingery, Gigi Guarini, Bree Salenbine, Alba Caballero, and Zen Verboot. As for Bowling Green, you've got Kiera Miller, Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick, Jania Donahue, Lauren Gherkin, and Kendall Moxie. Guarini forces Donahue right and dispossesses. Guarini gets a screen. Corner three for Gherkin is short. Offensive rebound by Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick, and the putback is good. All hustle for Jania Bland-Fitzpatrick. Gigi Guarini now works on Kiera Miller.
And Kiera Miller is playing some very intense D on as she's Guarini's trying to bring the ball up the court.
It's a fist fight. Caballero spins off of 2, hits the deck, doesn't matter. Kiera Miller tries to get anything going. Donahue to Gherkin to Jania Bland Fitzpatrick. JBF on Grace Kingery, can't stop the bleeding. Guarini has it again. To Kingery, now in the front court. Guarini, Caballero. Ball State, a cutting Salenbine. Just a little drop step shot won't land.
Almost airballed.
From 2 feet away. Tough scenes, but you're up 9.
They do call that the hardest shot in basketball.
A minute left in this first half. A trap for Donahue. Gherkin from way downtown. Can't land, and it's Guarini. 2-on-3 intercepted by Donahue. Yet another steal for the guard. JBF on Bree Salenbine. Bowling Green works in the post. Clock is ticking. It's to Moxie. Caballero swats it through. It's a scramble, and it goes Bowling Green's way.
It was a real scuffle for that ball. Bree Salenbine and Janaya got really tangled up right there on that scramble.
Carson Norman and Jasmine Fern replaced Gigi Guarini and Kendall Moxie. A few more substitutions. All of the starters now on the floor, excluding Jasmine Fern for Bowling Green. Kaya Woods on the inbound. Salenbine gets a swat on the pass to Ellis. They trap in the corner. Bowling Green will keep possession, but shaves off a little bit of clock. 41 seconds left, 14 on the shot clock.
Bowling Green has to stop passing to that short corner. They're trapping every time.
Now Donahue inbounds. It's a swat from Norman and a similar situation. Out of play, Bowling Green's ball. Takes 2 seconds off the clock. Donahue, Gherkin, she'll take it herself and drills it.
No hesitation.
34-28, and the clock rolls. 30 seconds left in this first half. Carson Norman weaves through Kaya Woods. The stare down on the right wing. A cut, a spin, a swerve, and a reset. Coach Schmiel now giving his players an earful. Norman gets it to Salenbine. Working on Taya Ellis. 3 seconds left. The ball goes out of play. Cards retain possession. They've got 2 seconds left, and Tessa Towers checks in, as does Layla Harrison, Jania Bland Fitzpatrick, Kiera Miller.
Who do you think the ball is going to go to for these last 2 seconds? Got to get a shot up quick. Don't have a lot of time.
You've got several options. Salenbine, Towers, Norman, Kingery, Verboot. Towers will get it. Can she get it off in time? The half-court buzzer beater for Tessa Towers.
Knock that one down with ease.
36-28. If the review goes Ball State's way, it seems to me like it will. She got it and the foul.
And one to finish out the half for the Cardinals. That's really great for them as they started this game kind of slow.
Not a true buzzer beater. There's 0.4 of a second left. Tessa Towers toes the stripe. The spin, the dribble, the breath, the shot. No good. Rattles around. Rebound from Jania Bland Fitzpatrick, and after a tumultuous first quarter, Ball State has a lot to be happy about. It's 36-28 after 2 quarters of play. We're going to step aside for just a moment. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
You're listening to Ball State Sports Live with SL Digital. This is Hadassah Harris with CBS's WLFI 18, a proud SportsLink alum. Chirp, chirp.
We're in halftime action at Worthen Arena. The Cardinals lead 36-28 after 2 quarters of play, and really a lot of that stemming from their adjustment from the first to the second. What did you see in the second stanza, Zell?
Well, the Cardinals came out beginning the game in man, which was, to me, a little bit surprising because if you watch a lot of film on this Bowling Green Falcons team, they are not a very good three-point shooting team. And usually when you go up against a good three-point shooting team, you want to go man-to-man. You don't want to allow those shooters any space. But surprisingly, the Cardinals started the game man-to-man, but they did realize, which I thought at first it was a 2-3 and Tessa Towers was playing really high, but you called it out. They were actually in a 2-1-2, and they are trapping those short corners, the corner, and the wing sometimes if they can, and it is really giving the Falcons a lot of trouble as they have completely flipped the turnover narrative, bringing it down to as many as +1 that the Cardinals have in the turnovers. Yeah, the Cardinals have 13 turnovers, and the Bowling Green Falcons only have 10. Which is kind of surprising with how this game started, with Cardinals only having 8, well, not only, but having 8 turnovers in the first quarter.
It's a taste of Bowling Green's medicine, with the Falcons generally running a 2-1-2 from full court. Got some halftime antics going on right now, and with women's basketball games, we get to call one of the most esteemed concepts in on-court entertainment, the half-court shot.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love the half-court. This has high stakes here. Generally, they get 2 shots. We'll see how nice and considerate they are on the day of love.
It usually depends on how close the first shot is, but sometimes it really doesn't matter and they just give them 2 just because.
Sponsored by The Haven here in Muncie, one of the many housing options for on-campus students. Maybe he's trying to hit this shot for his rent.
Hey, that's a lot of money.
The first, potentially the only shot. It's got a line. It clanks off the back iron, but a valiant try.
The closest I've seen all year.
Do they give this man one more? Worthen wants one more. They give him one more. The anticipation is killing this Cardinal crowd.
It's killing me as well. I think he might make this one.
We'll have to see. Here's the heave. Oh, it clanked off the backboard, off the back iron again. It had a line, but just a little too much. It was close enough to where it could have been a swish, could have been a bank. Tragically doesn't get either. No rent for you.
Unfortunately, we have a lot of time left until we go back into the third quarter. I say they give him a third shot.
I would think so. Zell, in 10 tries, are you hitting that shot?
Yes.
You believe
Absolutely,
so?
yes. quite the contrary belief. Earlier in the year, when we had a little half-court shot competition, I didn't make a single shot, but I have faith in myself, getting a lot of shots up over the weeks.
I do remember that. Lot of misses. Lot of misses.
You're a great rebounder.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. If shagging rebounds was a Division I sport, I'd be getting a scholarship here at little old Ball State.
Full ride.
36-28, 9 minutes until we get back in game action. Leading the way for either team in points. Who else but Bree Salenbine? 16 to her name, as well as 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. She's 6 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from beyond, and 3 for 4 from the charity stripe.
16 of great efficiency. What more can you ask for from the Gonzaga transfer Bree Salenbine? Has been terrific for the Ball State Cardinals all year, and this is honestly no surprise to me.
Not a surprise at all. As a reminder, Game 2 will be at 2 p.m. Right now, the clock reads 11:56, so in about 2 hours, we've got the Ball State men's team, fresh off of a loss against the Buffalo Bulls, facing the Kent State Golden Flashes. Currently, the visiting Flashes hold the 3 seed in the MAC tournament. Ball State looking from the outside in, and it's desperation mode for that last spot. On call for SL Digital, our good friends Rowan Elbert and Sam Klug.
And they are going to do great tonight.
It should be a fun one. We're going to step aside for just a little bit longer as this clock dwindles. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
You're listening to Ball State Basketball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
This broadcast and SportsLink Digital Radio is presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, drop by our showroom at the corners of McGalliard or Morrison Roads, or check out our website at victorymuncie.com, victorymuncie.com. 36-28 at half, Cards lead 4 minutes until we're back in game action, and the Falcons have returned to the floor. They've got a lot to talk over. They find themselves down 8 after leading by 3 in the end of the first.
And honestly, Dylan, I might have to disagree with you. I don't think they have a lot to talk about. I think they are really pulling in this game, and they really want to get that 6-7 record in the conference to make that final late season back tournament push. I think they are doing really good on the defensive end, bringing that normal intensity that they always do, full court pressing. On the offensive end, doing a lot better already in three-point percentage, and they're just knocking down a lot of shots. Now, they are missing a lot of close and easy good shots when going to the rim, but not bad. And honestly, I think they can pull off a win here in Worthing today.
Let's take a look at our impact players at half. For Ball State, it was Anise Tagai. Only 3 minutes to her name, but because of 1 turnover and 2 fouls, no points, no other statistics registered. As for Paige Kohler of Bowling Green, 3 points off of 1 made tray, but she's 1 for 5 from the field, a rebound, an assist, a block, yes, but 13 minutes, 2 fouls, and a box plus minus of -4.
Hasn't made a shot since that first 3, but I believe it may pick up as we get back into the second half. As I can see from this eagle eye view that we have in Worthing, she is knocking some down consistently as they are getting warmed up. And the Cardinals also return to the floor. What do you think the Cardinals have to pick up today?
It's a good question, Zell. I think they just got to continue their brand of basketball. You know, they've done well of beating Bowling Green in their own game. Now it's a matter of playing your style of basketball and beating their brand. But what do I know? I just call play-by-play. 1 minute, 45 seconds until we are back in action. 0 bench points for Ball State in the first half, and only had, if my memory serves, only had 4 points off the bench against Eastern Michigan. The depth at this point is a little concerning if you're the Cardinal faithful.
Yeah, not a lot of heavy scoring from the Cardinal bench. Most of the scoring goes to the starters like Carson Norman, Tessa Towers, and especially Bree Salenbine, which, if you didn't know, Dylan, leads the team in 3 stats: points per game, steals per game, and blocks per game.
Leads this game in points as well by a wide margin, 16. The next closest for either has 8 apiece. We talked about the importance of winning down low. Bowling Green, 12 points in the paint. Ball State, 22.
Yeah, Ball State early on established their dominance in the paint. Like I said earlier, the Bowling Green Falcons are going to have to establish a stronger paint force if they want to come out with a win in this game. The Cardinals are just too tall and too big, though.
20 seconds separating us from halftime and a return to game action. Bowling Green, just 2 timeouts left in this second half. They'll have to play conservative with them. Ball State, 4. 3, 2, 1. The buzzer sounds, and the third quarter will begin in just a matter of moments. The Falcons return to the floor. Cards put their arms up, and they now take control of the hardwood.
Same story. Falcons getting onto that court early, walking on. They're ready to go.
The possession arrow goes the Redbirds' way. They will get the first possession, and Carson Norman starts off the second half working on Kaya Woods. Trying to find Tessa Towers in the post. She does so. Left-handed hook won't land. We saw her working on that in pregame practice, but had some success earlier on. Couldn't do so just there. Woods gives it to Gherkin from the elbow. Donahue straight away. Betwixt the wickets on Zen Verboot, but she blocks and gets the rebound. Donahue gets a nose for the ball, and it rolls out of bounds. Ball State retains, but so twitchy is Donahue, and she brings such an impact.
Yeah, she is great on that defensive end. It's the same story every time. She almost pulled off her sixth steal right there.
She really has jumped for everything. Kingery gets a screen from Towers. Wanted the three. Instead, it's Salenbine. She hits the deck hard as Taya Ellis fell on her. It's a shooting foul. Fortunately, both of them are all right.
Taya Ellis did apologize because that was a kind of scary landing. Almost the full force of her body weight landed on Bree's chest.
Let's take a look back at the Jumbotron replay. Oh, yeah, that's a hard fall. Not comfortable at all. Salenbine has a laugh with her point guard, Norman, and drills the first free throw.
Unaffected by that fall.
A make here would make it a double-digit lead. She does just that. 38-38, 9 minutes to go in the third. Now it's a 1-2-2. Just kidding. Rotates to a trap. Kaya Woods is the first to touch it in the front court. A 1-3-1. Ball State presenting all sorts of looks. Tessa Towers ranges for the steal. Norman, Verboot, Salenbine on the drive. She slashes off of Ellis and gets the bucket to go. 40-28.
And that was just a bad pass by Woods. Tessa Towers is just too tall.
Kohler tries to get one of her own. It's a fight for the board. Ball State will have possession. It was a joust between Tessa Towers and Taya Ellis.
Tessa immediately put the blame on Ellis.
For the first time, Jania Donahue not in the Cardinals' backcourt. It's just Kaya Woods glued to Carson Norman's hip. Makes Woods miss. Spots up for three. No. Rebound from Donahue.
Pushes the pace.
It'll be Kohler on Kingery. 2 3-point shooters duking it out. Gherkin on Verboot. Norman battles with Kohler. It's a switch to Kaya Woods right up top.
Bowling Green running a lot more sets in this second half.
Salenbine falls for the fake, and the midi from Kohler is good. 40-30.
First a score for Kohler here in a while.
Norman on the give and go. Strong shot attempt, and the glass is cleaned by Gherkin. Woods tries to establish some pace. Gherkin wanted the three, instead shoots it right at the free throw line. And now Bowling Green starting to get something going.
They are trying to chew into that lead that the Cardinals built coming out from the first half. Are doing a good job of it so far.
Screens either way for Norman. It'll go on a skip to Verboot. Salenbine down low. Offensive rebound by Tessa Towers. No, it's Kohler. 3-on-3, she works on Norman. Layup from the left side, rolls around, and good.
Coast to coast.
6-0 run for Bowling Green. Now Norman surveys the floor. Trying to get anything going is Ball State. Norman from the right wing, tray ball lands. Carson Norman, her first three of the day.
Bread and butter for her.
Coming into today, 30% from three-point land. She drills it there.
Not terrible, but also not the best.
Kohler on Kingery. Slow moving offense now for Bowling Green. Kaya Woods, turnaround, mid-range, won't land.
Now, something I've noticed, they tap their heads almost to call ISO.
Valentine tries for another. Perhaps halftime cooled her hot hand. Ellis gets it with a breakaway, ahead of steam, and the foul.
Got a lot of contact as soon as she caught the ball. Finishes through it, though. Very strong finish from Taya Ellis.
The third and fourth points for Taya Ellis come with some hard contact, and Caballero substitute for Tessa Towers.
Ellis spent a little bit more time on that floor talking to her teammates. I wonder what they're talking about because they are really chewing in to that Ball State lead, only down by 7.
As dominant as Ball State has been on the boards all season long, Bowling Green leads that department right now, 26-21. Really, the identities for either team being challenged in this one.
Very much so. Donahue joins Woods in that backcourt again, just a little bit, steps out of it, not full court pressing like she usually does.
So Norman gets a screen from Verboot, but Salenbine from the right wing, she lands.
And that was just poor communication by Donahue and Janiyah.
2 bounces off the cup for Kaya Woods, and now Ball State in transition. Norman gets a screen from Caballero. The pick and roll, she doesn't take it. High bounce off the backboard, will not go for the point guard. Kohler works on Kingery. It'll be Gherkin from straight away. Rattles around and out.
Gherkin is not afraid to shoot that 3 ball. She shoots it with confidence.
A cutting Verboot is fouled by Jania Bland Fitzpatrick. Smart foul. It would have been an easy lane for the Belgium native Verboot. And with that, now under 5 minutes, means we go into immediate timeout, and we'll do so as well. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Ball State Sports Live with SL Digital, the best student radio channel in the country. This is Jack Kaiser. I broadcast for Big Ten Network, and I'm a proud SportsLink alum. Chirp, chirp.
Welcome back from the friendly confines of Worthen Arena. Ball State leads Bowling Green 46-37. 4 minutes, 59 seconds to go in the third period.
Now, early in the first half, this was a way closer game, but towards the end of the first half, the Cardinals were able to really just go on a run.
Bree Salenbine still leads the way, now with 23 points to her name, and we're just halfway through the third quarter. Only 22 in her 32 minutes against Eastern Michigan. Her 23 today comes in 25 minutes. It is her 8th game this year with 20 or more points, and yet another with double figures. What an impressive transfer she has been, and a great addition for a Ball State squad.
Yeah, 23 and 3/4 is really great and is really helping, really keeping that lead for the Ball State Cardinals. And she's not doing bad with her efficiency either. 8 for 12 from the field, 2 of those being three-pointers. 5 from 6 from the free throw line. Is really shooting great today and is having a really great night. I think out of all the Cardinals, she got the best sleep last night.
When Coach Salih was asked about the addition of Salenbine, he said that when we saw her go into the portal, we were full steam ahead. Her length as a wing player is real. Her quick release from the three-point line is elite, along with the real ability to put the ball on the rim. Bree is a winner and will bring some big-time experience to our program next season, or this season. We are thrilled to welcome Bree to our program. I think everyone in the Cardinal faithful is so happy with her addition to Muncie.
If you're not, you're just not a fan of basketball.
So here is Salenbine. Brings it to Kingery. Works to the right wing. Cardinals working outside in. Wanted a cutting Kingery, instead it's Verboot. She drives from near to far. Caballero on a guard, Donahue, and that's bread and butter. Donahue at 5'8", Caballero 6'3". The latter's gonna win every time. Norman gets screened while guarding Kaya Woods. The dish to Kohler. Out to Gherkin. She had a wall for a three, didn't land it. Woods across on Norman. Mid-range shot is blocked, but not before an infraction is called on the point guard from Butler.
It seems as if that, pump fake turnaround jumper is a go-to for Kaya, as she's done it more than 3 times so far.
And she's done it enough to where a player with the intellect of Carson Norman can detect it coming, but at the same time, in that shot defense, still may get some contact. And the laundry means that Kaya Woods gets to the line. She makes her first. It's her 3rd point of the game.
Maybe next time, since she's read it so well, she might be able to get the clean block.
We will have to wait and see. 2 guards back to contest. Ball State bringing it up the floor. Woods backpedals on Norman. The point guard careening off the Salenbine screen. A leaping Verboot gets it in the corner. The drive, the slash, pickpocketed by Donahue. Now it's Kohler on Norman. 2 steps, the shot off the rim, no foul called. And now the Cards move, outnumbering the Falcons. Kingery has it in the corner. Verboot gets the screen from the 5, Caballero. Norman has a wall on Verboot. Takes it, the drive, the lay, rolls off the rim and won't land. It's 48-39, but Bowling Green starting to gather momentum. Donahue for 3 goes long. Bland Fitzpatrick muscles for the rebound, and Caballero gets the steal. Still weak play on. Salenbine on 3 to Kingery. Can she end? Yes! Grace Kingery says, "How do you do?" amidst the crazy.
And Donahue did not look too happy about that 3. She honestly seems a little bit tired. Hopefully Fern is coming in to get her as she goes to the sub box.
It's been a marathon in this one. Kingery goes under the screen to contest Kohler. Now it's Gherkin in the corner. Jania Bland Fitzpatrick has a lane. Believe it was Zen Verboot's assignment, and they didn't switch on the screen. Norman has to foul, and JBF goes to the line.
And that was a great hesitation move by her to really just analyze what the defense was giving her. As soon as she seen she had the wide open lane, she went straight through and got the foul. That's just an amazing ball play.
2 shots, Bowling Green, number 8. Jania Bland.
The last 3 minutes, the only points for the Falcons were off the Kaya Woods free throws. It could tally on more, but it's in another return to the stripe. The first shot from Jania Bland Fitzpatrick will not land. And tater tot chants begin in Worthen Arena. 2 missed free throws means free tater tots, but JBF sinks the second, and Jasmine Fern will check in for her. It's 51-40, 2 minutes 49 in the 3rd.
Unfortunately, no tater tots for us.
No tater tots. Tragic. Gigi Guarini subs in for Carson Norman. Salenbine got tripped on the screen. Now she enters the post. She gets trapped. Tagayi with her first shot will not go.
And Tagayi has not checked in a while, but she seems to be paying off as she full court presses Donahue.
Donahue gets the lay anyway, even with the stout Tagai defense.
Now, she did a little hop after she scored that bucket. Gets on the floor a little slow.
Tagai running all over the floor. She had a cut, but Guarini didn't see her. Now Gigi with a drive on the baseline, gifts it to Salenbine. Gigi Guarini wide open from the right wing, but it's an air ball. Tagai offensive rebound. No, out of play. I really thought she stayed in bounds.
I thought it was too. Her feet might be a little long though, stepped out.
Got really excited. That would have been quite the play.
And it was quite the great pass too. She made a really good look. Donahue steps out the game. Looks to be walking with a slight limp. I'm not sure though.
Favoring her right leg. Kaya Woods scans the floor. Gherkin from the corner rolls into the lattice. 51-45, and slowly Bowling Green starting to get back in this one. Guarini pushes the pace, makes Kaya Woods go on an island. Caballero in the post. Infraction is called on Woods. An off-ball foul for the 5'3" point guard.
Yeah, nothing much she can do with Bree Salenbine down in that paint. Honestly, that was the best course of action.
Bowling Green on a 6-0 run, but the scoring drought might end with a Salenbine shot. Offensive rebound, another lay won't go, another offensive rebound, and 2 putbacks. Good for Salenbine, she's got 25. A stunt from Guarini isn't enough, and Paige Kohler makes her presence felt again. 53-47.
Extremely strong finish by her.
Salenbine lined up for a shot from bonus distance. Tagai on the right wing tried to get it to Guarini, but stout defense means that Salenbine hits the floor. Oh, it's a scramble for the ball, and it goes Bowling Green's way. Kingery would have had it, but tripped on the leg of Gherkin.
I think she was looking for the foul or thinks the ref made a mistake about who it was out on. Either way, it's still Bowling Green ball.
After Ball State was up by double figures in half. Now a 2-possession game as the third quarter wanes. Kaya Woods drives on the right side. Kohler, a rip through. The slash no good. Kingery with stout defense.
For being right-handed, Kohler does go to the left a lot.
Salenbine from bonus distance. She just walks back. 28 points for Bree Salenbine.
Shot it smoothly and calmly.
Calm, cool, and collected. She's not letting this team lose. No more shot clock, 15 seconds left. Dribble handoff to Paige Kohler on the Cardinal head, working on Kingery. It's a high pick and roll for Gherkin. The layup attempt from Kohler, no good. They can't get a shot off, but Bree Salenbine putting this team on her back. 56 points, half of them from the Gonzaga forward. 56-47 after 3. 10 more minutes for the thrilling conclusion between Ball State and Bowling Green. We're going to step aside for just a moment. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
You're listening to Ball State Sports Live with SL Digital, the best student radio channel in the country. This is Jack Kaiser. I broadcast for Big Ten Network, and I'm a proud SportsLink alum. Chirp, chirp.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
56-47 after 3 quarters of play between the 2-seeded Ball State Cardinals and the 8-seeded Bowling Green State Falcons. Leading the way is Bree Salenbine and Zell Perry. We have a career high alert. 28 points is the highest Bree Salenbine has ever scored in a game, and she did it in just 3 quarters.
Yeah, that is honestly amazing. Again, we have been talking about her all game, but she is putting the team on her back with this great efficiency. She's shooting 10 for 16 from the field, making 3 threes, and making 5 for 6 of her free throws. She is doing great. Also, being a help on the other end with 6 defensive rebounds, the most out of any Cardinal so far.
I'm glad you mentioned
doing great.
I'm glad you mentioned the free throw percentage, or the field goal percentage. Excuse me. She only has 4 games where that percentage is under 30. Today, 10 for 16, way over that level. Let's do a little bit of math here. 10 divided by 16, 62% for Bree Salenbine. She's got the most shots out of anybody on the floor, and she's made more shots than anybody on the floor.
Yeah, and it's showing up on that scoreboard. With the Cardinals only leading by 9, it hasn't been a very, lead-deciding game. I think the strongest lead that the Cardinals had earlier in the first half was only up by 12, I believe.
10 minutes, separating a winner and a loser. Paige Kohler gets the first touch. Works in the far corner. Bowling Green moves left to right in this half. Ball State right to left. Kohler drives in but gets it to Gherkin. Kaya Woods will try from bonus distance, and it lands home.
Bowling Green only down by 6 as Kaya Woods hits that 3.
Norman will take a screen from Verboot. She tries to go coast to coast. Tagayi offensive rebound. Now a tray from the corner, lands. Nothing but net for Carson Norman.
And honestly, that was just terrible hustle by the Falcons. Everyone just sat around and stared as the ball just fell into Tagayi's hands. She didn't have to put in much effort for that board.
A beautiful knock for Norman. A spinning Kohler gets it to Kaya Woods. Tagayi is there to contest amidst the scramble.
This is a bit of a mismatch for Woods, as Tagayi is an extremely long player.
Donahue drives on Norman, can't get the layup. Tagayi tries to bring it up, and Donahue wanted the steal. Norman, does she go 2 for 2? No. Tagayi, offensive rebound again. Tessa Towers, Zen Verboot, Grace Kingery, Norman, every Cardinal touching it in this possession. Tessa Towers to finish it off.
That was amazing team basketball, and it excites me a little bit. Puts a smile across my face on how beautiful that was. The Cardinals also have went back into man, stepped out of that zone. I wonder why.
Popovich and Pat Riley both would be proud. Gherkin slashes on Verboot, clanks off the rim, and now the Cards moving with purpose. Gherkin stays down. Grace Kingery will get the left-handed lay. Cards, foot on the gas. It's 63-50.
Gherkin was extremely slow to get up. She might be a little affected by that fall, but nonetheless, there's no sub at the scorer's table, so she's still staying in the game.
You gotta hope she's okay at this point. Taya Ellis on the elbow. A curling Donahue. And Ellis hits the deck. I believe the foul is on Anise Tagayi. It would be her 3rd, and now things start to get a little interesting with your substitutions for Coach Salih.
It absolutely does with Tagayi in foul trouble. It may get ugly for the Cardinals if she comes out again.
The foul is, in fact, on Tagayi. It is her third. She remains on the floor. 7.5 minutes. Cards lead by 13. Double screens for Woods. She takes Gherkins on the right. Another right wing tray. This time it's short.
It looked good.
Cardinals moving as one cohesive unit. Norman off of the Towers screen. Gives it back. The roll from Towers. Spinning and tries to get Kingery, but Donahue all over the floor. Another interception for her.
That's just amazing basketball IQ by Donahue, knowing where that next pass is going.
Tagayi hit the floor, now has to go across to Kaya Woods. The shot from Gherkin, and she falls again. Heavily contested by Zen Verboot, who is called for the foul.
You know, I was told a lot when I was a younger athlete that only bad athletes consistently fall down to their feet. So I don't know. There might be a question up in the air for Lauren's athleticism.
Checking in will be Kiera Miller, the true freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio. Coach Schmiel has a dialogue with his point guard, Kaya Woods. Woods is no stranger to all things Maction. Spent 2 years in Akron before joining the Falcons. Gherkin makes the first and drills the second. It's 63-52, and now under 7 minutes in game time. Much less pressure from the backcourt for Ball State. Stagger screens for Norman. Instead, up high to Tessa Towers. Another two.
And the Cardinals are currently having their biggest lead in the game so far, up by 13.
3 cards in double figures. 4, excuse me. Salenbine with 25, Kingery 11, Towers 11, Norman 11.
And it is showing up.
You've got 4 players in double figures. I mean, just goes to show. Right wing 3 from Kaya Woods. It's her third drive from there. She's only made 1.
Now, with Ball State having 4 players in double figures, is that a defense problem or are they just that good?
Grace Kingery from the left wing, icing this game as we speak. 68-52 and 6 minutes to go.
Celebrated with President Mearns on the sideline a little bit after she hit that big 3.
Timeout, Bowling Green as they get to the front court.
That puts the Cardinals up by 16 going into this timeout.
5:54 in game action. Ball State beginning to run away with it. They're ahead by 16. We're going to step aside as well. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
5:54 left from Worthen Arena in game 1 of a Hoops doubleheader on Valentine's Day. Ball State leads 68-52 on the Bowling Green State Falcons, who are trying to maintain a spot in the MAC tournament. And as this game gets closer and closer to zeros, means you've got some foul trouble. For Ball State, on the floor right now, you've got Carson Norman and Anise Tagayi with 3 fouls a pop. As for Bowling Green, Kaya Woods has 3 of her own.
Now, it is a bit troubling because Anis Tagai has only had 10 minutes of game time with those 3 fouls. So she's a bit of a liability today, but is also bringing great defensive intensity, which does sort of make up for it. Grace Kingery, as you mentioned, or as you didn't mention earlier, she has 0 personal fouls out of all the Ball State Cardinals currently on the floor.
And just taking a look at our impact players once more, Tagai, in her 10 minutes, only 1 shot, it was a miss. You've got 3 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, an assist, 3 fouls, and a turnover. As for Bowling Green, Paige Kohler, our impact player, 27 minutes for her, 4 for 12 from the field, 1 of them being from distance, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals and a block, but also 2 fouls.
Yeah, Bowling Green not so much in foul trouble. Kaya Woods having the most currently right now on the floor with 3 personal fouls. As you mentioned, Kohler with 2, and Taya Ellis with 2 as well.
It's really come down to hitting your shots. We mentioned it earlier, but Bowling Green is the second to last team in field goal percentage in just MAC play alone. Today, they shoot 33%. Not a bad margin, but Ball State at 52%.
Yeah, and that's really going to make or break the game. If you can put up as many shots if you want, but, when you're going 18 for 55, as Bowling Green has done today, that's where you get these big lead gaps like the Ball State Cardinals have right now as they're up by 16.
Kaya Woods tries to find an opening. Kohler from way downtown. That'll land, but it's a long way back. 68-55.
I would like to say she shot that one from Yucatan. For reference, Yucatan is a 2-hour day drive.
Kingery on a dribble handoff. She tries from the left wing. Won't land. Taya Ellis now pushes the pace. A forward with this much speed. She works on Tagai. Woods, Gherkin, back to Woods, left wing, puts everything into it, and that'll land for Woods.
And they really break into that 16-point lead. Only up by 10 now, the Cardinals are. Bowling Green has a lot of fight left in them as the clock almost hits 5 minutes.
Trying to dissect the Falcon defense. Tagai has it at the elbow. Towers back to Tagai. A shot is up. It's good, and the foul. A twine ballet for Anis Tagai.
Shot that one only off 1 foot, a little bit off balance, but it does not matter. She still finishes strong with her first 2 points on the game being a very significant 2 points.
A timeout is called. It'll be by Bowling Green. They'll have just 1 left in a little under 5 minutes. And in this intermission, we're going to take 1 as well. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive car dock maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
The fourth quarter has been all things Cardinal and white so far. They lead 70-58 with just under 5 minutes to go. For reference, Bowling Green, their opponents average 65.9 points per game. Ball State, their offense generally at 78.8 points per game, but one of the biggest margins right now is the game within the game. Bowling Green now only has 1 timeout. If there's any chance of coming back, that's going to be pretty crucial.
Yeah, it's not looking too good so far with that 1 timeout. the fact that the Cardinals still have all 4 of their timeouts is really going to play a significant role as the time clocks down, especially if the Falcons are able to get back and pull and break down this lead to maybe about 5 or 7.
We've seen stranger things happen. In the Troy game, the Cardinals only had a 0.5% chance of winning when they were down 8 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying anything is possible.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would love to see another buzzer beater Zen Verboot 3. Mind you, she was 0 for 6 before that final shot, making her 1 for 7 that day.
It really came down to the second quarter today. The Cardinals outscored the Falcons 19-9 in the second stanza after being down 19-17 in the first.
Yeah, that really plays a significant role, especially because the Bowling Green went so long without scoring a bucket in that second quarter. I think that's where they kind of lost the game a little bit. But again, we have a lot of game left. 4:54 left on the clock. They're not down by much. 70-58 lead by the Cardinals. You know, it still looks good for the Falcons.
Bowling Green returns to the floor in the middle of Code Red and Ball State cheer. No sea of red impacting the Falcons now. Coming back from the long intermission, it's Anise Tagayi to shoot the and one. Her second shot, a backbreaking one for Bowling Green. Tagayi under 50% from the line, 49 on the year. Long bounce and another miss for the true freshman. Now Kaya Woods surveys the floor. Gherkin from the high elbow. Gifts to Kohler. Curling off the screen for 3, but it won't land.
And we might see that play a lot. Kohler is their best three-point shooter, so to get back in this game, Kohler might have to make a lot of threes.
And in comes the Terminator, Bree Sallenbein, 28 points, and just hoping to add to her total. Not for herself, but for a sizable margin. Norman had a cutting Towers, but Taya Ellis, 2 paws to bring it down. Ellis now with a head of steam on Sallenbein. Can't knock the layup down.
Yeah, that makes him 20 for 58, 34% from the field. That is not good. That is really showing up again, as I've said a lot, with this score that we have now.
Norman dispossessed on the transfer by Kaya Woods. Goes out of play. Ball State retains. They'll have 17 seconds in their front court. A lot to work with. The inbound goes to Tagayi. The offense slows down. Tagayi from distance. Hasn't really thought about a 3, just 1 for 19. Cutting drive, now it's Norman. Carson Norman string music. 73-58, 3.5 to go.
Nothing but net for that 3.
3 straight from distance for Carson Norman has proven to be the difference. Donahue, turnaround midi on Anise Tagayi, and a timeout is called.
We've seen that a lot before. I think she took that move straight from Kaya Woods.
No timeout, but a whistle blown for a ball ranging out of play. Sallenbein will bring it up the floor. Now it's Kingery on the right wing. Tell you what, if the Cardinals can keep scoring and whittling time down, this could prove to be catastrophic. Sallenbein wanted a layup. Gherkin, a very clean block, but tipped out of play, and the Cardinals retain. Norman will inbound it to Towers. Just a little push of a shot, and it'll land. It was all Towers needed. She's got 16.
It was like her defender wasn't even there, how easy that layup was.
Kohler works off a screen. Now it's Kaya Woods. A jump shot from the free throw line picked up by Tessa Towers. Steal from Taya Ellis. She works on 4. Out to Kohler. Right wing 3 would prove to be big. Towers gets another board.
Oh my gosh, Towers just absolutely throws Taya Ellis to the ground.
Amidst the fight for the rebound, Tessa Towers with a stiff arm on Taya Ellis.
I'm surprised Taya Ellis didn't get with a little bit of fight in there. I don't know. If that was me, I might have squared up.
You know, the Falcons are down 15, but proving to be a headache still. When you've got a bunch of arms swinging at you for a little orange piece of leather, I'd be pretty frustrated too.
Yeah.
With those boards, Tessa Towers 1 rebound away from a double-double. 14 points, 9 boards, 1 assist, and only 1 foul from a center.
You know, she does that a lot. Tessa Towers is very much known for her double-doubles. She is a very good scorer and rebounder.
In the running for MAC Player of the Year, as is Bree Salenbine. Both on the floor for a little over 2.5 minutes. This play is under review. I suppose the question is whether or not it's considered a technical. It was a full stiff arm from Tessa Towers, making her case for a Heisman, but from here, no support from the Jumbotron. We only have uneducated guesses. Don't get a chance to look back at the play. In my professional opinion, I do believe it was just a clean stiff arm out of frustration from Towers. Should and would be considered a technical, and a free throw opportunity for Taya Ellis.
Honestly, I think you could go as far as to say it was a flagrant 1. It was very intentional. There was no mistake there. She very much, like you said, stiff-armed her in competition for trying to get that Heisman. Might even become the new trophy after that one.
Still in discussion between the officials. They relay to the scorer's table. They relay to Coach Fred Schmiel. Waiting for a call still. Decision is made. We will see what happens.
I think the foul was on Jania Donahue.
Ball State is here to inbound. No free throws for Bowling Green, so they did motion to number 3. Perhaps a swat from Donahue provoked Towers to give a straight arm to whoever was near her.
I guess so, but she swung at the wrong person.
So Norman gets it to Salenbine, who pushes the pace. They get to the front court. Norman has it at the Cardinal head. Towers from the outside. Kingery, a baseline drive. Gish to Salenbine, and it's another 2. Bree Salenbine has 30.
That was just a beautiful pass by Kingery. Reminded me of me.
And the career high for Bree Salenbine continues. A baseline drive from Kohler, up and under is good.
Amazing.
It's a 15-point margin, 2 minutes left in game action. It was a trap
over and back
for Carson Norman, and I suppose the hesitation led to a backcourt violation. My goodness, how do you do that?
That just can't happen in this game. 2 minutes left.
Showing it on the Jumbotron. Didn't look like she crossed the line, but potentially a double dribble in there, maybe a carry. Donahue works on both Salenbine and Towers. It's a scramble for the ball. Kaya Woods comes out with it at the end of the pile, dishes it to Taya Woods, who gets 2.
As the clock dwindles down, these Falcons don't give up. They have never let up throughout all year.
Salenbine now playing the role of shooting guard. Grace Kingery moving to the 3 spot. There she is, Salenbine in the post. She gets trapped, tries to weave through. A jump ball is called as she fights with Fern for possession. The arrow goes Ball State's way. Smart play from Salenbine.
Very smart play. Also great aggression. Trying to chase that rebound, get your shot back, try to put it up for another shot.
Norman to Salenbine on the inbound. Again the trap. Fouled on the pass to Tagai. Believe that's Donahue. It is. It would be her second.
Now, Donahue has had foul trouble in the past. Not so much this game, but has fouled out of 3 games so far this year. 2 of those being back-to-back.
Grace Kingery impounds. Right wing 3 is good. String music for Grace Kingery. 17 for the small forward.
And that has been the tale not only this whole game, but all year for Grace Kingery.
The Ohio native is now second in points. Woods drives on Norman. Falcons go around the horn. The slashing Donahue rejected by Salenbine. No foul called. Yes, it's Bowling Green's possession, but motivation killer. Bowling Green, known for their stout defense, opponents average 65.9 points per game against these Falcons, and the Cardinals now with 80.
Just a little bit succeeding their average points per game, putting up on teams. And honestly, it's safe to say that that was all because of Bree Salenbine, or not all, but a great majority of it.
There will be an intermission, 53.5 seconds until we get back in game action. We're going to step aside in that time. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
You're listening to Ball State Basketball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
After Ball State came back in the second quarter, outscoring Bowling Green 19-9, it was neck and neck for the third. Ball State had 20, the Falcons 19, but in the fourth, the offensive onslaught from the hometown Redbirds has shown through. 24 points to Bowling Green 17.
And Bree Salenbine has been the head of that offensive push for the Cardinals.
It's a Bowling Green inbound going to Taya Ellis. In the corner, it's Paige Kohler. The shot goes long. It's a scramble for the ball. A jump is called. Possession arrow to the visiting Falcons.
Now, these might be the longest 47 seconds we have ever sat through, Dylan, as the Falcons do not seem to give up. They go until the buzzer sounds as coaches constantly repeat for players.
The phrase, "Queen is a whistle," not really true anymore. A lot of stoppage in action. Donahue, great speed. The dish to Ellis. High shot collected by Tessa Towers. Full court press, and it's a foul from Paige Kohler.
Has been the same story for Taya Ellis all day. Maybe the lead might look different for the Cardinals if Taya Ellis comes down with at least a few of those missed layups. She's been missing a lot of easy buckets this game.
The Falcons have 2 fouls to give. It's an overhead pass to Grace Kingery with a breakaway. She can't make the layup. Offensive rebound by Tagai. Back out to Norman on the Cardinal beak. She blows it by Woods. Dribble handoff to Kingery. Now it's Salenbine from way up top trying to run this clock out.
And it's safe to say that this game has been put away. Big thanks to Bree Salenbine as the Falcons foul.
It's a layup attempt for Salenbine. Technically a shooting foul, as flattering or otherwise as it was. So she'll go to the line. If she makes both, it would put her at 32 on the day. And now the Cardinals are in the bonus with 11 seconds left.
And it has absolutely been, as you said earlier, a scoring onslaught by the Cardinals. Carson Norman, 15. Tessa Towers, 14. Bree Salenbine, 31 as she makes the free throw. And Grace Kingery with 17. Bree Salenbine knocks down that second free throw, putting her at 32 for her career high.
It's a standing ovation for Bree Salenbine. 32 points for number 35, making her case for MAC Player of the Year. Kohler tries to help the scoreboard a little bit. Driving layup is good, and the foul.
That would have been nice maybe 5 minutes ago.
So Kohler will shoot the and one. And the shot is good. Full court press for Bowling Green. Grace Kingery to Carson Norman. And she'll be the last person to touch this ball. It was close and a little uncomfortable at first, but Ball State comes out on top in dominating fashion. What else is new? 82-67.
6-7, and Dylan says, all right. The Bowling Green Falcons, they came out really strong, really hard. Almost thought they were going to come out with a win for a little bit in the first quarter. But as you said, in that second quarter, the Cardinals just came through punching, did not give up, did not let up. And it showed with Bree Salenbine's 32 points.
8 different players with double figures. Carson Norman, 15. Tessa Towers, 14. Grace Kingery, 17. And, of course, Bree Salenbine, 32 points in 35 minutes. For Bowling Green, Kaya Woods got 10. Jania Donahue with 12. Paige Kohler led the way with 17. And Lauren Gherkin right behind her at 16. Still really positive play from the players on either end.
Now, we did talk about this game, about turnovers, and we introduced Donahue early as she is the thief in the MAC, towering over everybody with her steals. And she had 7 this game, Dylan.
Unbelievable.
7. That is a new game high for her, I believe.
It is her 9th game with 5 or more steals on the season. We talked about the importance of hitting your shots, and that proved to be true one more time. Bowling Green, 35% from the field. Ball State, an alarmingly good 53% clip.
Yeah, that definitely was the deal breaker for the Falcons today. Only making 24 of their 69. That is just ridiculous. Ball State hitting 32 of their 60. And that was just great for them today as they put up 80 points.
In 29 minutes of action, Ball State had control of the lead. And the last margin, when we look at team stats here, bench points, it really shows there's a little bit of concern for depth on either end. Bowling Green, just 5 bench points. Ball State, 2.
Yeah, it really didn't make much of a difference, honestly. Even if Ball State had more bench points, it just would have made the lead bigger, honestly.
Zell, before we send it off to Rowan and Sam for men's basketball, any final thoughts?
I just think the Cardinals are gonna make a really deep run. It's gonna be a lot of fun watching them finish out the season. The Falcons, however, I don't know. They might make the MAC tournament after tonight. They might not. Maybe if they got, is it one more game for the MAC tournament? A couple more?
A couple more.
A couple more. If they can finish out strong, they might be able to make the tournament as they are still in that late season push, pushing them down even further.
Game 1 of a Valentine's Day doubleheader has the Cardinals on top 82-67. In just about an hour, Ball State men's hoops will face off against the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And on the call for SportsLink Digital, Rowan Elbert and Sam Klug. But that's going to do it for us. You have been listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. For Zell Perry, I'm Dylan Budd. Thank you for listening, and so long.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.